Recording. Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait for things to pass. Yep. All right.
Tractor's passed.
Not that far out.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michael, how have you been?
Dongy, I have been fabulicious. That's how well I've been. I've been fabulicious. I've made up my own word comes with how I'm feeling.
Yeah?
My own complete, unique, made-up word comes with how I'm feeling. I'm feeling fabulicious.
Yeah.
Good to see you, by the way, man.
I was at your graduation the other day.
You were.
Yeah.
You were. It was an absolute honour and a privilege to have you there, my friend.
Yeah.
You got some very good photos. By the way, just a little plug to this guy. He can take a photo.
Oh, yeah. I still got to edit.
He can take a photo in anger, but his editing skills, they take a little bit longer, but they're certainly worth it when they come out. They're going to look very good.
Yeah, I hope they do.
Filterize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it feel to finally sit back and appreciate graduation?
Well, I woke up in the morning and I wasn't at my house. So that's always a good sign after graduation. Woke up in someone else's bed. But then eventually I crawled my way back home and I got a lot of really good compliments because I was wearing the hat that you can keep after graduation. And it even got to such an extent where someone actually handed me their business card. In fact, one of the great things about our show is that we shoot live and we love the spontaneous value of this show. And I'm going to have a look at this card because I haven't looked at it yet. I'm talking, there's like a guy gave me a business card because I had my graduation hat on. I mean, I could have, here we are. His name's Brian Fitzpatrick and he's in the co. And I don't know, what does he do, Dongy? Shout out to him, by the way.
I don't know what he does. I don't know what this...
It's pretty ambiguous. It's literally black and white card.
I'm looking at literally black and white card. There is no information otherwise.
Not much information.
From his name, the address of where he works, which we're not going to disclose.
I mean, Dongy, for us in our industry, do we feel the necessity to have business cards?
Well, I got my business cards.
You have your business cards. Well, it's good that you've got business cards. For me, I believe that because of a lot of it's online, you know, you have a show reel to show your stuff.
But there's so many situations where I've been in where I go, oh, yeah, probably need my business card here.
Yeah,
I've been like, oh,
pull it out.
Yeah. Some guy once mentioned that I do photography, stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I wish I had my business cards on me so I can give it to him and then he can look me up later.
Do you have a QR code on your business card?
Nah, I just got my website and shit.
That's probably enough.
Website, email, phone number.
That's what you need. Got your own domain name?
Yeah, we do.
Good. Yes. Oh, we do. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Good old Nine Tails. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout out to your production company, our production company. It's fantastic.
We're producing this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Got the very talented director producing it himself.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
Look how lucky we are.
That's how tightly knit we are.
Yeah.
We're all connected somehow.
He's doing it out of the kindness of his heart.
How lovely is he? How lovely is he for doing that? A shout out to him.
His name's Bartholomew. You know.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew Dugong.
Very nice alias. But yeah, no, this guy who handed me the business card, he even had one of those like special business card holders, you know, the one that you slide out. And it's just like, it made this beautiful, crisp sound. He honestly was dressed like he was going to the races. So I was kind of like, I was a bit suspicious. You were looking
like you were going to the races?
I mean, I looked like I was going out for a big night. And that was pretty fair. The day of the graduation, as you know, very, very hot.
Very hot.
So
mine was also very hot.
It's incredible, isn't it? 2 years in a row, they've had nearly 40 degrees both days. It's ridiculous. And when you're wearing that massive gown...
The gown sucks.
The gown does suck. The gown is sucks. Massive and it weighs you down and it's awkward to walk in and you get this really little coloured sash that represents what school you're from and I looked at mine.
A bit Hogwarts-esque.
Kind of, yeah.
Looking from the stands above, I was sitting on level 2 at the time. It looked like a Hogwarts type of thing because we had the... what's his title? He's not a principal.
Oh, the vice chancellor.
The vice chancellor.
The vice chancellor.
Vice chancellor of the school.
Merkel. No, not
something
Merkel.
Bean.
Martin Bean.
Martin
yeah.
Bean,
Lovely
yeah.
guy. Lovely
Yeah,
guy,
lovely
actually.
guy.
Speaks very passionately. You
Made
need
the
someone like
exact
that.
same speech as last year.
Really?
Apparently.
Yeah. It sounded like he's
Sounded
done
quite
it
rehearsed.
before. Yeah. Oh, very rehearsed. Very well done.
Very well done.
But
Can't
very
take that away.
rehearsed.
Very rehearsed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does make you think if you want to chime into your attention at the time. I believe a lot of students were kind of delirious with the heat.
Oh, I think so.
I remember last year I was falling asleep. Not because it was boring, it's because I was just so tired.
I was getting pretty delirious. I got to say, like, they gave us one bottle of water for the entire 2-hour ceremony, and you couldn't get up,
Yeah.
and it would be a
They
bad
made you
look
sit
if you
down.
got up. They made you sit down. They referenced it many a time. So when that happened, you had to kind of just, bite your bullet and,
Yeah,
just
he was
act as
he was
cool
kind
as possible.
of calling up each school as the colours represent. I was like, oh, it's kind of like Hogwarts. And then our faculty, the communications and media faculty, we were kind of we were definitely the longest cheer.
We
definitely the longest
We
cheer.
were. We were pretty
Don't know
incredible.
about how loud we were, but
We sounded pretty loud. We sounded pretty
definitely
loud.
the longest because
Definitely the longest.
we were the last one.
And he gave us a pump up, didn't he? He's like,
he's
the arts and social context they always do are
not
pretty
arts.
crazy.
The arts were before us. At least 2 sections before us.
Yeah, they might have been. Because arts is very broad,
Yeah, it's
whereas
quite broad.
we're social context, aren't we? So,
No, we're just communication.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Straight up communication.
right. Because when we did the parade, we were arts and social context. I was like thrown into that weird batch
Yeah,
of...
the bigger overarching
Yeah,
thing, I think.
because they were all that magenta pink color, but they were all different sections of stages when they did the presentation. So yeah, no, it's fascinating. But yeah, no, we rocketed when we were called out.
Yeah, we must
went
have a
off.
reputation. I can't remember what it was like last year.
But yeah, it's a very impersonal kind of day, isn't it? Because you have 23 stages going on at once.
Oh yeah,
and they put your name up on the board, but they don't even read out your name. They have it on the board,
yeah,
and it's
can't-
just like it's streamlined. It's like
It's-
everyone's running
It's a
through.
line, you know.
Shake next, shake next,
Yeah.
shake next.
Thank you
shake
for your
next.
$20,000.
Exactly.
Thank you for your $50,000, fellow science student.
Thank you for your donation and your contribution.
Yeah, we don't ever to see this money being paid back.
Probably the most expensive piece of paper I've ever received.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, my high schools.
Well, if you've received certain
if I
parking
count-
fines.
If I account for my entire high
yeah.
school tuition, which my parents lovingly paid,
Yes, they're beautiful, aren't they?
I think it works to a lot more.
Certainly does. Oh gosh, I mean, well, I was trying to work this out this morning. So I was in prep, I think, in 2001, and I finished my media degree in 2019. So that's around about 18, 19 years worth of
Straight schooling. You
Schooling.
didn't have a break.
didn't have a break.
I had a 6-month break.
Lucky you.
Lucky me.
Lucky you, man. Gosh.
I
even
wouldn't
like
have
the,
been in media without that 6-month break.
even the
Like,
one semester that I was gonna have off, I ended up doing one class, and that class ended up being a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
So it's
lot of practical work.
crazy. It's crazy. So maybe the reason I've been tired the last couple of days is because I've literally, maybe my whole body's just been trying to catch up with
Sleep
19 years worth of schooling. You know?
or sleep. You
I'm
know?
almost saying it as if I haven't had any sleep at all during that time. I have, but maybe not as much as I need. Maybe I need to sleep for an entire week. Maybe I have to go nocturnal, or just in general. Maybe I just have to hibernate for a year or something.
Yeah, I remember the time. I remember being like, I don't know what to look forward to anymore. You know what I mean?
You do feel a little bit like, you know, the floor's been taken out from you,
Yeah.
from underneath you. You just kind of think, oh wow, okay, wow, that's all over. Now it's up to me to find something I want to do, and so and that's, you know, that's essentially what education's preparing you for. It's good that the last couple of years we've had the choice. We've done something we really want to do. I'm very happy I've done the degree, but now it's up to me to find the next step, and that's getting a job. So Yeah, but
And now everything's on you.
it is. Yeah, no
That's
pressure.
what I had to realize this year.
Yeah, everything's on you, and the pressure really comes. But at the same time, I think I've only just graduated it, so I should really just enjoy the moment, enjoy the fact that I've done it. Celebrate it, and then get the whips cracking eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I think in today's economical job opportunity market, it's quite hard because everyone older than us is essentially working a salaried job or thereabouts.
Yeah, exactly. And some of them,
And we're trying to break through, so we're either
Exactly.
going to replace someone who's lost a job or moved on to another job. Either way, someone's going to miss out on a job.
correct.
And the alternative of that is actually creating a job yourself, which is what I did, because I'm like, I might as well do it myself.
Exactly.
And you keep all the profits to yourself.
Exactly. That's right. That's right. Very
You got
smart.
no one else to pay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Very smart.
But it's a hard journey.
It is a hard journey, and it's one that you have to have a lot of patience and persistence with. Otherwise, it can be really, really daunting. So I'm very happy to be a graduate. Don't think I'm going to do any further study.
I don't imagine
I
a
think I'm
scenario where I would want to be there.
Oh, yeah, I mean, people can keep doing short courses and do masters and honors.
I mean, you can do like a 2 or 3 month course in say storyboarding. When it comes to what we might specialize in, storyboarding, or say camera work or whatever, but those are quite short and quite stock standard in terms of you don't have to do your research, as they say. But to go back to university, do a complete a master's, take a full blown course. I think I'd have to be very comfortable in my life to do that. Yeah. And honestly, not there yet. I kind of want to get to doing stuff in my career first, and then we'll talk about is it worth getting a master's?
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, if you do well enough, they'll give you a doctorate or a master's anyway, an honorary doctor's or master.
That's right.
Which they do every single year.
That's right. I got to say, it was good for just one day having that little graduation cap on because, as I've said, you get a lot of attention. People congratulate you. I think people understand that it's not all that easy, that it takes a lot of sacrifice, dedication, devotion, it takes a lot. Yeah,
I think it's good to get that. A lot of students who graduated in our course, at least, I think if you compare the classes from the first semester to the last semester, I think it's significantly less. I know for a fact in other courses, such as engineering, that it is much less. So just give you an example. How many people do you reckon were in our in your media 6 classes in your lecture, standard lecture?
Ooh, lecture.
Yeah.
Standard lecture. Ooh, last year.
Just say the first lecture when everyone's there. Just say everyone's there.
When everyone was there would have been over. Oh, gee, good question. I reckon there was 50.
50?
I reckon there was over 50.
Over 50.
Does that sound right?
But not over 70?
Oh, over 70. I don't think it was that popular.
It wasn't approaching 100 though.
No.
But do you remember our media 1?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Our first semester?
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's over 100, I think.
Yeah.
120 maybe?
Yeah, that was felt like a big room.
Yeah.
Felt like a lot of people. And it felt like I was almost back at school the way I was told off occasionally when I was talking to you.
I think that was us too. We were sitting behind the teachers.
Yeah, we really didn't pick out the spots.
We were just talking about footy for half the time.
Really were, and to be honest with you, I don't think anything's overly changed about that, has it?
No. We're always in the gathering mates. We're like, see, how's your old mate Dyson Heppel?
yes. Injured and signed on. Yes, very happy. Yeah. But we won't delve into that quite yet. But yeah, no, it's fascinating. Like that first lecture, there was a lot of people there, and that last lecture, Yeah, not as many. And then, as the weeks went on, it just dropped off more and more and more. And then I think I hosted one of them. I hosted a lecture. I
Really?
hosted one of them. Yeah, I did.
Media
yeah.
6.
We had a guest speaker, and so I hosted.
And you were the guest speaker.
I was the questionnaire.
Oh, you were the
I was the
questionnaire.
man who was asking all. I was the interviewer.
Oh.
And, so that was fun.
I don't think we had anyone like that. I went to most lectures.
Yeah, they just wanted to have an excuse for me to jump behind a microphone. The podcasting wasn't enough for them, so they wanted me to do something else. And I got a free coffee actually out of Mark.
Big fans of the podcast.
Yeah, got a free coffee out of one of the lecturers,
Oh, yeah.
so I was pretty happy with that. I got an
But
extra strong latte, so I was very
anyway,
happy.
I know in engineering for a fact that statistically, it's 5% or less people finish the degree in engineering.
Ooh.
That start in the
Less
first
than
year.
5%.
Yeah. So in my first year, I remember one of my lectures had about 300 to between 300 and 400 students in one big lecture hall, and the tutor said to all of us directly, is like, about only 5% of you would complete this course.
And you're all thinking, yeah,
But then
me.
As the weeks roll on,
You quickly realise,
and
don't
you
you?
see the numbers start to fall. You start to see to see the people that keep answering the questions in the in the lecture. You start to see it. You're like,
do?
oh, I'm not them.
There's a pattern. There's a
I'm
trend.
not them. And engineering's a very hard career for one. It's a hard course. It's an even harder career to do it for your whole life. And a lot of people realize that, no, it's not for me.
Not for you.
And it takes a very studious mind that is also very interested in maths and science. And I mean, like, very interested.
Very like.
I mean, like...
Have a fetish for it.
They get... Maybe. I mean,
I'd be surprised.
they'd be, like, thinking about numbers all the time, where you and I, we like thinking about other things, like football and...
24. Yeah. Divide that by 6. Yeah. Yeah. So no, understand.
You get it?
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
you start to see it, you know?
You do. Start getting a hard on for numbers, and you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
right. They
always
really
this-
want to use that hard on to build a building.
Yeah. Well, you always see those kids in, like, the front row of those lectures, and I'm just like, I'm not those. I'm just cruising along here.
Just cruising up.
Yeah. Not that I didn't...
Barely getting by.
to be honest with you, I probably cruise along for half of my communications degree, and then I'm like, I checked my GPA. I wasn't too happy, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this above 3.
Let's bump this up a little bit.
I got there in the end. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Yeah, you don't have to listen to the rest of this podcast because of the fact that he's told you already what his GPA is. Because that was what we were going to reveal at the end of the podcast. By the way, Doggy got a GPA.
Well, you got the same as well. You graduated with distinction as well.
Yeah. Well, isn't that the highest you can get?
Well, there's high distinction, which is averaging 4.0, which is basically full marks. Wow.
I don't think I saw anyone with that certificate.
Nah, don't think so.
I didn't see anyone with high distinctions.
Nah.
I didn't even think they put that on there.
Well, it's 4.0, so
4.0.
You're getting a 80% plus on everything.
Fuck me.
You get one 3.0,
Gosh.
you're down.
Gosh.
That graduation with high distinction, you're out.
Yeah, see, in America, I got a 3.92, and I got A's on everything, and I still couldn't nudge 4. So there you go.
There you go.
Because there was an A negative. So that might be like I don't know, might just be
Is it
around the 80
different
mark.
grading system?
Yeah, very different. But the problem
What's an F
was...
Because our F is like 50.
Yeah,
What's their F?
probably like...
Is it 40?
Yeah. Probably, yeah. Maybe their F is like... Yeah, maybe their F is just below 50 because, they need to cater for some of the intelligent minds in that country. The ones that vote with their... Anyway, I won't go into detail. But it's fascinating because as an exchange student, they didn't put across the 3.92. They put across just blank exchange mark, which kind of sucked.
Oh, yeah, I had the same with one of my things as well.
Because if they didn't...
Engineering courses went over.
Because if they didn't, then I reckon I would have been pushing with high distinction. But
but I guess
distinction.
you're taking like American like subjects that might not be too relevant here, but relevant enough to get the credits.
Well, that's right. I think maybe the volleyball and the salsa dancing classes and the adventure leadership classes, which is essentially just backpacking for a weekend. Yeah, they might downscale slightly.
How do you get graded on that?
Participation.
Participation, really?
Literally participation.
So you missed out on a class or two, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, look.
Or maybe they forgot to put your attendance down.
Let's put it this way. I befriended the volleyball coach, and my class for volleyball was 9 a.m. on every Monday. Now, Dongy, how many classes do you think I went to every Monday? Not many. Not many. But he understood me. He understood me very well and always made sure that if I did come on Monday, I gave it my 100% effort. Doesn't mean I was 100% feeling...
Was he very Coach Carter about it?
He was like... kind of like a white Coach Carter, you know?
Really?
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Did he make you do a lot of push-ups?
He was actually a very chill guy. He was a very chill guy. I ended up finding his email through like one of his publicity websites. Like he fancies himself. And so he had his own website, and so I was like, yeah, I found his email and had a nice chat to him. Cool guy, actually, really cool guy. But yeah, he could always tell when I was hungover coming into class.
You're just going out, you're like, oh, I got volleyball in the morning, who cares?
I came once, like, we had a Halloween, so you know, Americans celebrate Halloween like crazy over there. Like, big time. Like, it goes for the whole month of October.
Yeah, basically the whole month.
Whole month they celebrate it. And yeah, I came dressed as a watermelon. Like, not as a roly-poly watermelon, but I had like... In Vietnam...
Was it like green face?
So in Vietnam at their markets... Nah. In Vietnam, they have at their markets like these tropical t-shirts. But best of all, you can get the tropical top, you can get the tropical shorts, and you can get the tropical bucket hat. So I got these watermelon bucket hat with shorts, top, came fully dressed like a watermelon. And man, oh man, he was loving it. Like, he was loving it. He's like, mate, you're an Aussie, aren't you? You're an Aussie, aren't you? You guys do Aussie. That kind of shit, you know?
You know, Melbourne.
You from Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Airborne in Melbourne. You ever see that? No, because we say airborne in Melbourne. You fuckwit. No. It's funny. American words are fucked up.
Like, they're very alliterated.
They are.
It's so strange.
It's very strange.
It's just a survey cunt. Seriously.
I was in class one day. It was in our acting class.
You slip the tongue here and there.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like,
big
shit,
time.
I just said cunt.
Big time. Yeah. Hey, you going cunt? You know,
it's a taboo word.
Yeah, it's a real taboo word there, cunt. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's a cunt there. No, it's because it's all about tone, man. You know, like if you say you're a cunt, like that's bad. But if you say you're a good cunt, you know, like that's like a pat on the back.
They don't get it.
They don't understand. They don't understand. Like if I'm saying it with a big smile on my face, I'm either being sarcastic or I'm just taking the, you know, I'm just having a bit of fun.
Are they good at understanding sarcasm?
No, they don't.
No, really.
Not all of them. I like to think California, a lot of the people I was talking to there had a good sense of humour. But of course, you go to a California university, not everyone's in that university is from California. You have people from Michigan, from Milwaukee, from all over the place, man. From North and South Dakota. No, just kidding. We had no South Dakotans. Anyway, but yeah, that, like, some of them don't understand it. But anyway, I was in a class once, and they said, oh, you know, like, you're almost as fast as a jaguar. Jaguar.
You mean jaguar?
Jaguar. How the fuck did it... Sounds like Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire. Yeah. Jaguar.
The end of jaguar is not a U-I-R-E.
Talking about Jaguar, Jerry Maguire. This is a weird side note, yeah. But Top Gun 2, Dongy, is coming out.
Maverick.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer actually, but Tom Cruise is in it.
Tom Cruise is in it. Do you think that other guy's in it? The one who he had that weird sexual tension with?
Oh,
You'd assume so.
Don't know. I haven't seen it. Have you seen the trailer? Is he in it?
I think I did see the trailer. I don't know if he is in it though. I didn't spot him. But they've set it up to be like, you know,
he's probably, you know, come on,
best in the generation.
Do something, you know. People will be proud of that, wouldn't they?
Because they've made Top Gun 2. They're making another Ghostbusters. This one's actually got males in it, so it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Again. And yeah, they don't mind the reboots, don't they?
Just when you make, here's the thing with the Ghostbusters thing. If you remake something, if you're gonna do something right and do it with female characters, make it something original. You know,
I agree.
You don't have to book up on something that already exists. You know,
that's what I reckon.
And they did the same thing with Terminator.
Bridesmaids.
I mean,
nothing wrong with Bridesmaids.
And Widows as well. It's a great movie.
Bad Mothers.
Pitch Perfect's also.
Yeah, Pitch Perfect. Pretty much all of that. Oh, what about Charlie's fucking Angels?
Charlie's
Angels.
That's Charlie. Not the one that just came out. The one from 15 years ago.
Exactly. I mean, they made a remake of that, but if they made Charlie Angels with guys 10 years later,
it's fucking weird.
It wouldn't work. It'd just be like the Three Amigos.
Can you imagine Pitch Perfect with a bunch of guys?
Glee? No.
No, Glee's is a bit.
Glee's got mixed gender.
Yeah. Be careful saying that.
Yeah. There's some gender neutrals on there. Absolutely.
Maybe. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a single.
You haven't seen Glee now.
I haven't seen Glee. I missed that.
Kid in the Wheelchair is my favourite.
Yeah.
He had
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He had some awesome skates, man. I'm serious. He was awesome. Yeah. He was awesome. The guy from Glee, one of them, I think he overdosed or something.
Did he?
Not in the show, but in real life.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sad.
Respects to him.
Yeah, respect. Yeah. Shout out to just not doing that. Just no good. Yeah.
Took it all for turning.
We could cut this out, can't we?
Oh, it's just gonna stay. It's all live.
It's all live. That's right. Yeah, no, don't go doing that.
No. Just
we don't
something original.
Don't like
Come on. Honestly, there's enough minds in Hollywood to make stuff original.
I know. I don't know what the statistic is per year that they bring out, but it's a massive number.
It's weird over the past 2 years or so. There's been remakes of everything, and I'm like, I've already seen this. They tried to reboot Men in Black with Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. I'm like,
didn't hear it went that well.
No, I watched it. I'm like, I think first 30 seconds of the film, I'm like, this is what's gonna happen, and then that's what happened.
You called it.
Yeah, it's quite obvious.
You don't want it to be over in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's just anticlimactic, you know, when you know something.
When you know something. And I mean, for us, it's like, it takes a real special film to get us off our guard, because we're always on guard, you know.
Speaking of a special original film, did you see Christopher Nolan's next project? The trailer just came out.
Not 1917.
No, Tenet. Oh, we're talking about 1917 a bit soon.
1917. He didn't.
No, that's Shawn Mendes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not the singer.
I was about to clarify that. I'm like, wow, he's multi-talented.
Yeah,
like we can actually say now he's multi-talented.
Your eyebrows are raised.
I was like,
it's the guy that did Skyfall.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense. Looking at how it's shot.
It's meant to look like it's all done in one take. Yeah, so like Birdman, if you've seen Birdman.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
So it's gonna be like that. And I heard the budget's, I think, at least over 200 million. At least.
Wow.
And that's just due to, it's all on location, and plus every time they stuff up after a really long take, they have to reset it again. Can you imagine this? So painting the picture for you.
Slightly.
You're getting to the end of a 4.5 minute take, you're running everywhere, you're huffing and puffing, and then you fall over when you're meant to keep running into the trench or whatever.
That is
and then all the explosions that went off, all the gunpowder, fake gunshots or whatever, have to all be reset. The set has to be cleaned up.
Yeah, I was going to say completely cleaned up. Make sure that body's put in a different place.
Yeah, the bodies just stand up. They got to find another leg to blow up.
That's
another fake leg to blow up.
Where's my leg?
But yeah, they got to reset, and that's got to take a lot of money.
Gee, they're saying it's one of the best war films. They're saying it is the best war film since Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's a big call, man.
Big call.
It's a very good film.
I mean, I can't wait to see it.
No Vin Diesel in this one.
No Vin Diesel. I remember watching that.
Vin Diesel's like, that's Vin Diesel. He's young.
he's young, but he looks and sounds exactly the
He,
same.
he doesn't he? Particularly his screaming part, you know, when he another spoiler. Yeah, he gets shot
No, he gets
and
shot.
bleeds out,
Oh,
and they
sorry.
can't save him.
So to the people who are
sad.
anticipating Saving Private Ryan.
You'd be surprised, Dongy. Not a lot of people I know have seen that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of
Not
people,
just the Vin Diesel part, the whole thing.
yeah. A lot of people haven't seen a lot of films, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I've seen the first Godfather, that's it.
Yeah, I was watching God. I did a silly thing. I tried to watch both of them on the same night. By the time
I thought
I
you were
got
about to
to-
say you saw them both at the same time.
So, see, split screen sport I can do, not split film, particularly not a Francis Ford Coppola film. You can't do that split screen. Fuck that. No chance. No chance. Oh, I gotta say though, this is a part out of The Godfather that really got me confused. So, you know when they send Michael Corleone over to Sicily or something to like be protected because of the whole gang wars going on. It's like it's really heated. So I thought when Michael went to Sicily or wherever he went in Italy that this was a flashback.
So you're
A
really
flashback.
confused.
Yes, I was super confused
You're really
because
confused.
it looked like it was in the 1930s. It looked like it was ages.
It's just
before.
a different setting.
Exactly. But when I was watching it, I'm going, shit, this must be a flashback from The Godfather of when he was younger and he looked just like Michael. And then he had that whole wife and spoiler, the wife gets blown up in like a car bomb. Really fucking sad, by the way. And then he just goes back to that actress who she's been in a lot of stuff. And yeah, like that whole scene, that whole sequence, I was like going, this must be like a flashback to, you know, Marlon
What
Brando's
state of
days.
mind were you in when you were watching it?
A pretty tired one, to be honest.
Yeah.
But when I watched it again, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I didn't even pick up on the fact that it's just they haven't even made an effort to make him look different. He's just, I was like, that's really lazy filmmaking. But then I realised, no, it's not. It's actually him.
Yeah.
But they made Italy look so old. Maybe it's just the way it is. Yeah,
Maybe
it is.
Well, it's like Gangster America
Yeah,
compared
exactly.
to Italy.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, anyway, I was talking
Good
to you about
times.
Tenet.
Yeah, David
Christopher-
Tennant.
No, Tenet.
Tenet.
Tenet. That's Christopher Nolan's next film.
That's just the name of the film.
Yeah.
So it's about how
The
he
trailer.
puts a voice on for Doctor Who. Because he sounds full-blooded, like Welsh. He's like, but it's not about him. It's not about him.
No. It's got David Paul Washington and Robert Pattinson.
Oh.
Are you familiar with David Paul Washington? I might be getting his name wrong.
That's a big name. I'm very familiar with Robert Pattinson, though.
Black Klansman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's the main guy in that.
Yeah, he's the main guy.
Good
And,
guy.
yeah,
Good actor.
I
Really
literally
good
have
actor.
even though I've watched the trailer, I have no idea what this film's about. There's something about Secret Service
Oh, okay.
agents,
Okay.
like underground. Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Sorry for the intermission. Yeah, so these Secret Service type agents, they're, say, solving crimes that can't be explained. I think. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, David Paul Washington's character, he witnesses with this crew, say there's a shot in the film where they're going down a highway and then one of the cars in front of them flips over and crashes, and then as they're going forward, the car that flips over reverses time basically.
Oh, wow.
But everyone else's time is the same, so they just reverse in time and then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gee.
So it's playing this aspect of this time manipulation drama.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's kind of, it's, you know, because with Inception, he, you know, obviously
And this guy.
a lot of questioning of time.
Yeah. Christopher Nolan's a magical director.
He is.
He likes to. And he's. What's the last film I did? Dunkirk, right?
Dunkirk, yeah.
Did you watch that?
I was about to say war films. As far as war films go, I like that one.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of, typical Christopher Nolan stuff going on there.
Yeah, there's like it's like
tick,
three
tick, tick, tick,
three
tick,
timeline.
tick. Yeah, three
editing.
timelines, brings them together,
Yeah.
keeps them apart, does all these different, techniques. And yeah, I mean, it's got that real kind of grainy sort of, it's beautifully shot. It's always beautifully shot. All of his films.
And it's his concepts, especially on this one, because it's a sci-fi.
Oh, sci-fi.
Yeah, I think it's a sci-fi. It's probably gonna make you question
Crime, thriller,
shit.
drama. Sci-fi.
You're gonna be a bit crazy after this one.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But what's his name? Hans Zimmer's not doing the score for this one.
He's not doing the Hans.
He's doing Dune with Denis Villeneuve.
Oh,
Are you familiar with that film?
I am not.
No.
I'm not. I need to look into what's coming out next year.
So Dune is currently in production. It's based on the novel, which is a pretty long novel. It's like 500 plus pages. I just picked it up the other day, actually.
Dune or Dune?
Dune.
With a D, like
D,
a sand dune.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Dune. Yeah,
Yes,
it's very sandy, this film.
Who's it directed by?
Denis Villeneuve.
Denis Villeneuve. Is he Russian?
He's French.
He's French.
French-Canadian.
French-Canadian, okay. Out of the ballpark there.
He's have you seen Blade Runner 2049?
Yes.
Yeah, he directed that.
Oh,
He
very
directed
good.
Arrival.
Oh, wow.
I know you're familiar with that one.
Oh, I am very familiar with that
Yeah.
one.
So I'm looking very forward to that.
Yes, wow.
And Hans Zimmer said, well, I can't say no to this because it's a very popular book, apparently. Apparently.
Sweet. Did you ever do the class in literary adaptation?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I told you, Libba he wasn't in my class, but he was in one of the classes.
He was in one of the
He
classes?
was in the 8:30 class.
That's crazy. Did he ever come to like the group lectures?
My teacher said he went to the first 2 weeks and then never saw him again.
Never saw him again.
I think that's the year we won the grand final. And I think when we were submitting our last assignment was when the grand final was happening.
Oh, wow. So I'm guessing he didn't get his assignment in that time.
I'm guessing he had other priorities.
He might have had other priorities.
I don't know.
I would have been very surprised if he was doing that on the offside. Like, gee.
Could you imagine? It's just like he's putting that performance in and he's like, oh yeah, I just, can we get training done?
Yeah, it's because I read the book,
I need to finish this assignment,
He's reading one hell of a good book and then he made it reality, you know? He read his own script. Gosh.
Yeah. What are you, anything else you're looking forward to next year?
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to. I mean, even number years, the last couple of years have been good for me. It's kind of signalled change, signalled travel. So there's a few things I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to hopefully growing a bit more of a beard. I might give that a go.
Give that a go, really?
Yeah, I might give it a go.
Yeah.
I want to, if the opportunity arises with Actuality Media, the people I filmed with in 2016. I made a documentary in Guatemala. They have a fantastic program. Shout out to them. They make great films, always about social change-making groups, so people in the community that are trying to help out other people. And so, yeah, there's an opportunity for me to possibly go on board as an intern or something like that, because I'm an alumni from the program, so they might possibly give me an opportunity. So if that's the case, could be heading to Morocco. So that'd be cool.
Nice holiday.
Be a nice holiday. Although in saying that, when I was in Guatemala, I had a lot of fun at the start and at the end of it, but in the middle, lots of production.
Lots of work.
Lots of work, like a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
So I didn't 14-hour days.
Oh, mate, if not more. Particularly the last week when I was marketing the film, you're up pretty much all night. I think I had 1 or 2 hours of sleep. You just have to get used to
grind.
that. That's the grind. That's the job. That's the territory. That's what comes with it,
That's with the job, I'm always thinking like, if I ever make a actual feature length, I'm going to be working for
mate.
40 days straight, with 3 hours average of sleep a night. And then I take the rest of the year off, basically.
It's pretty rough.
Well, I don't take the rest of the year off because I'm person pre-production, but you know what I mean.
It's really rough what you're kind of expected to do.
And
You
there's
learn
no
a lot. You
there's
learn
no
a lot.
guidelines for this in terms of like billable hours when you're
No.
in a director's seat.
No. Particularly if it's your own project, like you kind of set the deadlines. But for this, we had to do everything within, like you'd have a week to do editing. You'd have a week to do the production, like the actual filming of everything, and then you'd have a week to interview all the subjects and stuff. And so 3 weeks, not a long time, but you just kind of have to work your way through it and make things really good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to next year.
Does it feel strange when you don't have where you're looking forward? You're like, oh, there's no school left.
Yeah, it is. It's very weird.
There's like literally like you've only got basically your 3 days and work.
Correct. Just that's it.
And it's this till the
that's
end
the
of
strange
time, till the day you die.
Isn't it? Yeah. I think that's the biggest anxiety of it all. It's just kind of like no more education. That's it. I've been in the system for so long, and between
But that doesn't
high
mean
school,
we can't
go back.
continue
of course
learning.
not. No, of course not. No. Life is ever evolving, ever changing, and there's always new skills that you can learn. You don't know everything, and you never will, and that's
You always got to start doing stuff.
yeah.
Even if it's when I started doing photography, I didn't like my photos.
Yeah.
Well, when I look back now, I didn't like my photos. I liked them back then at the time. I thought they were good for what I had, but now I don't like them just for one reason or another.
It's always good to try new things out, and I think maybe
You just got to start small as well.
Yeah, I think so. You got to be realistic, and I think this year coming up will be good for that. I think I could do some experimenting and make some stuff, and set myself up for the future. Because I think once you're in a full-time job, you might be there for a while. If you're lucky enough, you may stay there for several decades. Who knows?
Yeah.
So maybe, obviously, we just want to get a job and we want to, be successful and get straight into it. But maybe the best thing is to, and it's not that simple. But maybe the best thing is to actually use this time to be creative and do things that we've always wanted to do, and then we can get into it eventually. Because maybe the philosophy has all been wrong this whole time. Maybe
it worked for the generation before us.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
not
think
for
so.
us, because as I grow older, and I know a lot of people within my age, our age group, basically, we get less and less full-time workers.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's people who are influencers who literally just work from home and do they do enough in their own space.
It's not like they're not doing work, though.
No, exactly. Exactly. We're trying to avoid saying that, but they do work, but it's,
and they've got to find
very
it for
different
themselves.
hours.
You got to create your own sort of slice of job that people want you and demand.
Correct. Exactly. It's all about demand, man. What are they looking for? What skill can you give to them?
We're kind of like, we're not looking for more like people in office jobs anymore. Not as much anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. There's all these because there's all these startup businesses, and because so much is online these days, everyone's always using their phone, they're always searching, they're always looking for things, and if you can get your brand across through there, it makes it convenient.
We're also in an age of information as well.
Lots of it.
If you know your demographic, if you know what region they're generally from, that could be very advantageous.
Yeah, you can exploit it.
Yeah.
You can.
I know like several NBA teams, they just take surveys, they ask their fans like, what do you do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they use this, I don't know how they use this because I'm not a statistic whiz. They use it to further what they want to do, which is make more money.
Ultimately. But if they have the money, and these NBA clubs do, and a lot of big businesses do, if they know most of their fans go to KFC, they might partner up with KFC and go, hey, bang, bang, bang. How can we make this a happy relationship for us?
Situation.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So it's about listening to the people, seeing what they want, and seeing what you can do about it.
I know the Chicago Bulls had something similar. I think you got like Zinger Burger every time the Bulls won.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember didn't Mars, which I don't know if they're still a sponsor of Carlton, but when they were, they said something like, "Oh, if Carlton win this game, everyone will get a free Mars bar or something." But I think it was like something ridiculous, like the grand final, and Mars probably knew deep inside, "Oh, that's not going to happen. Not in this era."
No.
So Mars bar are like, "Oh yeah, so we can just keep these chocolates nice and safe, nice and safe." That's what they do.
I think they sponsor the Dogs now. We got Mars Stadium in Ballarat.
I think you might have. Yeah, I think you might have stolen.
Might have.
You've got Mercedes.
We definitely did. Yeah, Mercedes Benz.
I think they didn't.
Not
they...
Mercedes Benz, but it's Mercedes Benz vans. Which is kind of like the Outback cousin of Mercedes Benz.
Because didn't they jump on board after you won the flag?
Yeah, we got ASICs on after we won the flag and everything. Yeah.
Pretty decent.
We dropped BLK, who are bankrupt at the moment.
Oh,
Filed for bankruptcy.
Ouch. Still got mission.
Yeah, had mission for a long time.
Yeah. Random, isn't it?
Yeah.
A Mexican, westernized
it's quite weird,
brand supporting Western Bulldogs.
Ever since they started, I've been on the lookout for mission products.
Tell you what, good tortillas, Dongy.
Good tortillas,
really good tortillas. And really nice corn chips, like they're corn chip strips. They're really good. They're not like the sharp ones.
Are we sponsored by Mission?
It's to say this. Oh, maybe.
We could be.
Really good recipes for guacamole. But yeah, no, sponsorship's fascinating. But yeah, look, don't get me wrong. I am a little bit anxious about next year and about the prospects of jobs. But
everyone's anxious about this.
But I think we all speak for each other when we say this, and I think if you just stick by your guns, see that the future will bring prosperity, and know that if you can find ways to enhance your skills, like doing podcasting, like making films, like doing whatever you want to do, keep those skills relevant.
Never
you'll find
sell
a
your
way.
soul out.
You'll find a way.
That's what Matthew McConaughey said. Do not sell your soul.
Don't stay so, right? Don't, man. Are we driving cars or cars driving us? All right. Take my shirt off, all right.
As long as we stay true to what we want to do, and who we are, and if we keep true to that, then ultimately there's a more chance of us being successful.
Absolutely.
That's generally the philosophy, so I heard.
Exactly. And just pick a career that you enjoy, that you just don't even have to think twice about it. You just know, yep, I love this. I'm good at it, but I love it, and
especially in our careers,
our
early budding careers, where in the short term might not be too advantageous when it comes to money.
Not incredibly glamorous either, but
ultimately we are doing something that's meaningful to us.
We are,
and that's all we can hope for.
That's what we're striving for, and it's always good to keep your options open and be really versatile and flexible. And
we also have to be realistic,
Yeah, exactly.
We do have to.
Exactly. Can't aim for the big roles straight away.
You do have to eat,
And you do have to eat, and you can't just eat things that are non-edible in your garden. You have to really, work hard, and so you can eat the nicer vegetables that grow in other people's gardens. It's very important. That's why I'm so skinny. It's been eating vegetables.
Too much vegetables.
Well, it's funny. I was dating a girl a little while ago, and she was like full-blown vegetarian.
Oh yeah.
And
is that good for you?
Well, I kind of, there are times where you feel that meat just doesn't quite, you can go without it, But then there's other times where, summer comes around, it's a hot night, and for me it spells, fish and chips or a barbecue. It spells that. It's like
barbecue and a beer.
Because, lots of food is connected with your memory, You feel like, I'm near the beach. What are you going to have? Fish and chips? Because my family always used to do that.
Do you think it's very Australian that we have fish and chips in summer?
I think it is. I don't think I've ever had fish and chips in winter. I don't think I ever have. I don't think there's ever been a time.
It's always like a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon, fish and chips.
It's quite sunny.
You either go to a park or you go to the beach. You sit out, you eat it. You have the paper because you can use the paper. You can wipe your hands with it, wipe your
Eat
mouth
with
with
your
it.
family, you know, you only need to buy like what, $15 or $20
Yeah.
for fish and chips.
Oh yeah, super cheap. Cheap as chips, quite literally.
Yeah, and then you feed whoever's there, friends, family,
But
6 or 7 people. You know.
You're right. You're right. Downside is with fish and chips though, Dongy. You cannot eat it like half an hour after it's like.
Nah.
You can't. You
There
can't
comes a
touch
point
it.
where it's just like, this is literally poison.
It really is it's like chicken that's left the wrong way. It'll kill you. It'll kill you. You leave those chips I remember.
And then the batter like starts separating from the actual fish,
yeah.
and it starts like tasting it like real eggy.
I remember I came home one night and Dad was like, "Oh yeah, Mike, there's some fish and chips, on the kitchen table for you." I'm like, "Oh, how good's this?" I go to the kitchen table. The chips are like solid. They're like solid and saturated and just like I pressed into it and just it was just like no, can't eat that. I couldn't eat it, and I don't even think if you microwave that you could save it. There's no way.
Yeah.
Unless you had a deep fryer, you couldn't save it. I don't know.
Oh, if you had deep fry, yeah.
You might be able to
yeah.
resurrect it.
Possibly.
But you can't eat it cold. You can't eat it cold.
No,
chance.
it's not pizza.
It's like it's like a pizza with like just cheese. Like
Oh, when the cheese.
when the cheese gets hard. Oh, no.
Watch out.
No,
Call you a professional.
call you professional. But you can eat like any other pizza, cold, and it's good.
Yeah.
Like any kind of thing with
The day after
mushroom
pizza's
or
always awesome.
ham,
You're
anything
just
like that.
You just down that shit.
So good, so good. Like the cold tomato paste, just it's so good.
Yeah. So in 2020,
What are you looking forward to?
I'm hoping to growing my photography skills a lot more.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. You've gotten a lot better at it.
Yeah, I recently upgraded to a full frame camera.
To a
Full frame camera.
full frame camera.
Yeah. So that's one of those professional big ones, slowly upgrading my repertoire, my things, and then hopefully just getting more and more jobs. I got booked for a couple of weddings.
Hey, congrats.
Talking about, I'm not getting married, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's just looking at that rock on your finger. It's just literally a rock. It's not a diamond or
It's a
anything.
big callus is what it is.
A massive boulder, yeah. Oh, that's cool. So you're going to a couple of weddings?
Yeah, doing photography.
Are you excited about one of the particular weddings? Is it like
I'm really
on a lake or something?
I'm pretty indifferent. I'm just like, I'm here to get paid. Who cares? I know what I'm doing.
You may be there to get paid, but it might not be the only thing that you might be getting from a wedding.
lots of singles out there.
The bridesmaids, yeah.
You know, they're looking for
All the grooms, whatever you're into, there's a whole bunch of possibilities there.
Maybe we'll see what's up.
Hey, who knows, man?
I'll ask around. I'll have my business card on me.
Might be the wedding of Karl Stefanovic, and you might, you might meet a couple of people that he's connected to. Who knows? Who knows? That's cool. Good networking
Well,
skills.
Margot Robbie's not on the market anymore. Margot Robbie's not on the market anymore. Yeah, she got married.
She got married?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't hear of that.
This is sometime this year.
Oh, really?
It's kind of out of the blue.
Just random,
Yeah.
I'm
She's
going to
like,
get married.
went on an island.
With Leo DiCaprio?
I don't know.
She wishes. He probably wishes. They both probably wish.
Probably some regular. I think it was some regular guy.
Just some regular guy.
Yeah, good on him.
Good on him.
Good on her.
Good on her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go her.
Yeah.
Go her.
It's always hard dating celebrity.
It would be.
I wonder what that would be like.
Particularly if the other's not a celebrity. It's like it's a lot of pressure for them.
They're like caught up in their partner's celebrity
Hysteria,
life.
yeah.
You know? The paparazzi, the interviews, the people gawking. People are like, who's that?
Yeah. I don't know him. He's not in the film. He's not in the band.
See your assistant.
Yeah, does he do the laundry, And it's like, the thing is,
Just let these people be, come on.
no wonder what happens in the four walls. Because that's the most important part. In the four walls, they love each other. He probably, does some cooking, cleaning, all of that shit.
They're
But
just regular people, come on.
outside those walls, he's always going to be living in a shadow, unfortunately, of Margot.
Well, yeah.
Unless he cures cancer or something.
In the public's eyes, anyway.
in
But,
public's eyes, he just might.
Yeah, but if you're a good couple, then,
Yeah, if you're really good, affectionate, if
then
you're just
that wouldn't matter.
if people love the couple, if they're like a power couple, kind of like, I hate using the example of Will and Kate because they look like a power couple,
You don't know what they're like.
but we don't know what they're like. Yeah, they might hate each other.
Some people, I'm not saying this about Will and Kate. Some people like the status more than the actual person.
Yeah, the actual relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Behind those four walls.
Which is a real trap of the 21st century.
It really is. It really is.
I see it a lot, It's like, they're like, have a lot of people introduce, like, their boyfriend, girlfriend, just out of the blue. It doesn't really come up. And then I'm just like, yeah, congrats.
Well, I watched Suits the other day. Suits is it's a really good show, by the way, but the characters seem a little bit unrealistic.
Yeah.
They seem way too cool. Like, just the way they pull out all these different legal terms out of their ass, and they're just so fluent with their lines. I'm thinking to myself, you can't be that cool in real life. Like, there's just no fucking way you can be that cool.
I think the only person that's that cool is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Like, real life, he's just like, what? He's just... on a different... That's why he's got a role in the new SpongeBob movie, because he's that
and he's not
cool.
even animated. It's just
He's
him.
not. He's just him. He's just him. And they did that sometimes. And that was usually only reserved for, like, David Hasselhoff and the pirate that actually does the voice of SpongeBob as well. It's usually just reserved for them.
Just think back, Mike. Is the Hoff the first actor to come in a movie as the Hoff?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
He's probably the only
next to
version
Arnie?
of himself.
Next to Arnold?
Yeah, next to Arnie. Only version of himself to actually, like, just get his nipples turned into squares and then just shoot SpongeBob and Patrick out of the ocean. Pretty amazing.
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy as the Hoff.
Damn.
I think.
Damn.
Yeah. He's not actually... It's not like in the universe that's the actual Hoff. It's like...
The Hoff.
He's playing the Hoff. He's the Hoff. David Hasselhoff is playing the Hoff.
He's playing the Hoff.
But not himself.
It's pretty crazy.
It's like a few mental jumps to go through.
Well, I mean, they made a whole film about being John Malkovich, so I mean, there's
There's
people.
also Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah, Tropic Thunder. You'd like you'd like to think that Robert Downey Jr. wasn't playing himself in that film, but
He played himself for about half a second.
he did.
He's like, I'm playing a dude.
Playing a
A
dude,
disguised as a nude.
Jack Black definitely played himself.
I have a mental blank. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. But yeah, the guy in the background was like, wait, what? Because he doesn't know he's like referencing Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, wasn't Robert Downey Jr. like a black guy playing in a white Australian or something? Or
No,
was he a white Australian?
He's a white Australian actor who set up himself that he gets blackface. Apparently they're making another one similar to that. So it's got, I think it's Jamie Foxx playing a white dude.
Oh wow, that'll be
Or
fascinating.
he's playing a black guy playing a white dude. Or he's no, it's some mixture of, it's either or of he's a white guy playing a black dude, or he's playing a white dude playing a black dude, but it's just Jamie Foxx.
Sometimes he can come across a little bit vanilla.
Yeah, and apparently Robert Downey Jr. is playing a Mexican.
Oh, that'll be fascinating. But I think like he can grow good facial hair, Robert. So I can kind of see with like the big, because you look at Guillermo del Toro, he doesn't look like dead set Mexican.
He's kind of he's somewhat mafia about him.
Yeah, kinda, isn't he?
He's really mafia.
You wouldn't want to leave a sandwich next to him or a
constantly see him in suits.
You do, don't you?
I wouldn't double cross him. No.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to double cross him. I'd say.
Speaking of start off your new year, what recently came out yesterday was on Netflix is The Witcher.
The Witcher. Yeah. Oh, with
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Never seen him in this role before.
Yeah, it's do you know much about The Witcher? Silver hair.
Look, I saw the ad for it on Netflix. It looks pretty medieval.
Yeah. So it's based on... So The Witcher first got its popularity from a video game. The Witcher 3, mainly. It was a big game. It's probably one of the games of the decade.
Right.
But what those are based on is a bunch of novels called The Witcher.
The Witcher.
And what The Witcher is so it's just a dude who's gone through a lot of physical and chemical trials.
Ooh.
And so that they like basically you round all these guys up. They have a bunch of physical and chemical trials, and basically what The Witcher is are the people that survive it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and what they do is they're hired to hunt down monsters and stuff, you know. And who Henry Cavill's playing is a character called Geralt, and he's quite vanilla in his personality, you know. Doesn't say a lot. He's very monotone. Talks like this, you know.
Kind of sounds like what Henry Cavill plays.
Yeah,
For the most part, right?
but he's really playing because this character is like he's just there to get paid. He on paper he has no morality, but as you go on, it's like a deconstruction of his character. Like he has morality. There is a sort of line of which he won't cross. There's a line of which he becomes dégagé or engaged. You know.
I see.
And so I just watched the first episode last night because it was.
Did
so
you
hot.
like it?
I loved it, and because I loved the game. But I do love it, and I've been keeping an eye ever since they announced it like a year and a half ago or whatever it was.
Wow.
And I'm really looking forward to watching the rest of it.
I don't know, just the long blonde hair on him just doesn't seem right, does it?
But that's how he sells it quite well, actually. If I was being honest with you.
That's good. That's good. I've got to say, there was another trailer that came out, probably not as recent as The Witcher, but the James Bond trailer for April next year.
I wanna not watch the trailer for this one.
No Time to Die. A very good trailer.
I'm a big fan of Daniel Craig.
So am I.
I'm also a very big fan of Anna de Armas, who's the
Also a
main
big fan.
Bond girl.
Yes.
love her.
She's done a good job.
Well,
Also a
Did you
big
watch Knives
fan.
Out, by the way?
Sorry.
Did you watch Knives Out? She's the main character.
Oh, Knives Out was amazing.
Yeah, she's the main character. That is amazing.
Wait, so she's also in James Bond?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Gosh, she's amazing.
yeah,
She's extraordinary.
yeah. Oh god,
She's so cute.
she's in that dress,
Oh,
that basically one piece dress, and she's shooting. This is what I heard from like my few snippets of the trailer. I wanna not watch the trailer and go in with no expectations.
good,
I
good,
want
good.
my mind blown.
It's a good way to do it because I've already watched it about 20 times.
Yeah. Is this true? Did Daniel Craig break his leg while filming this?
Well, this production took a long time.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
A long time. So it
Apparently
wouldn't
we meant
surprise
to
me.
get it like last year or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. This is like one of the longest gaps, I think, in between Bond films ever.
Yeah.
So
But this is.
it better be good.
I think he's done 3 decades of. This will be his 3rd decade of James Bond.
It's pretty ridiculous, isn't it?
2000, 2010, and 2020, but this is going to be his last one.
Yeah, definitely will be. Yeah, and then as for who's going to take his place, that's why, in a way, this kind of connects to Henry Cavill because, you know, a lot of people have went,
I
he'd be
wouldn't
good.
mind. Good old Henry.
And he'd be the first person ever to be Superman and James Bond.
Could you imagine if he signs on for Superman again?
Mm-hmm.
He's Superman and James Bond for 2020. For all the 2020s.
Wow. That's
Could you imagine that?
one hell of a gig, isn't it?
Yeah.
The ultimate male.
He was fat. You know that?
No.
He's fat. Have you seen Henry Cavill? All that used to be fat when he was a kid.
Whew.
And he's worked out.
He's worked out quite a bit.
You know,
It's a lot of motivation.
A lot of mileage on that gym membership, I imagine.
And you know, when Jonah Hill was a kid, he used to be all muscle,
Really?
kind of a reversal.
And now he's sort of getting back into.
It's kind of getting back into it, isn't he? Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking a lot better now.
He's looking very good. Did you like him in Wolf of Wall Street?
Oh, man, he was fantastic. Sometimes he was trying a little too hard, but in general, I
think
thought
that's what his character is. There.
maybe that's exactly. So good acting. You have to say good acting.
Yeah. So yeah, James Bond.
James Bond. I think that's going to be good. So No Time to Die. I think
No
that's
Time
what
to
it's
Die.
called.
Oh, the actual typeface and the posters is very.
Rami Malek is in that as well
Oh,
as a
yeah? Is
villain.
he? Really?
Yeah. Rami. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
Oh, that's news to me.
Not gonna tell you exactly what his appearance is like in it because that in itself is a spoiler. But he,
What's the actor's name that was in the last one? That was the villain.
It was guy from Django,
Yeah.
Christopher Waltz.
Yeah, Christopher Waltz.
And to be honest, the last James Bond was, besides the opening scene, which was insanely good, like one of the best opening sequences I've seen, probably since Casino Royale. After that, it just all kind of went, mediocrely downhill from there, which was sad because I thought, Christopher Waltz would just make such a good villain.
Very cool looking film.
It is a cool looking film. Lots of awesome set pieces.
The DOPs did very well.
Yeah, they did. And just the set pieces in general are just amazing. Like, there's like a desert hideout part and kind of looks like something from Burning Man. And it's like
strange
really
that James Bond's like the only franchise that has the same recurring character but different actors.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It's gone for like 40, more than 50, 60 years now.
Yeah, I suppose Doctor Who was similar in that kind of way, but I'm sure there was a couple of other scenarios, But you're right. It's quite extraordinary. I mean, Roger Moore did, I think, the most amount of films. He might have done 10.
10.
Or close to it. He might have done 8, but... Yeah, by the time he did his last film, they couldn't have any of the scenes where he was with a woman without a shirt on. They made sure that his shirt was on. That's how into his 40s he was when they did the last one. So they had to he might have even been close to 50. So, yeah, they weren't going to do that.
Yeah. Who's your other pick for next Bond? Idris Elba?
Idris Elba would be a fascinating one, wouldn't he?
He's getting quite old, though.
He is. He'd be like the first... dark-skinned Bond, which would be really cool to see.
I don't look at that, but...
No, but it's the obvious thing to kind of observe from it, but
that's what the media will say about it.
Yeah. Exactly. That's and I'm just repeating what they're saying.
To me, my personal opinion is a shame.
It is a shame.
It shouldn't be about his skin color.
No, it shouldn't
be the quality of his acting, which, in my opinion, he's a quality actor.
He's a really cool guy. He's got the right persona for it, I think. Certainly the characters he can play.
A real extremely left field position would be Adam Driver.
Yeah, that would be.
He's definitely got the acting talent and the mannerisms for it. But looks-wise, I'm not saying he's not attractive. I'm saying that he's quite quirky. He's quite a regular dude.
He was a Navy SEAL, I think, or was he in the army?
He was in the army, yeah. And then he went
into acting.
Yeah, and then I think he got honorably discharged because he had an injury or something. And then he tried to come back to regular life, and then he worked on his acting.
He's done all right out of it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's done very well. Credit to him, honestly. I watched one of his TED Talks, and it was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
have you seen Marriage Story?
No, I haven't. This is the film I really want to see.
You gotta see it. It's on Netflix.
It is. And when it came out at Cinema Nova, I was like, it was one of my top list.
It's very hard to watch.
Scarlett Johansson as well.
Yeah, it's very hard to watch. Not in it's bad. I mean, it's very good.
Yeah,
it's probably top 3 films of the year.
Wow.
But it's very hard to watch because of the content.
Yeah.
It's very right. And I hear a lot of people online saying like, oh, the arguments they have is like, it's no different to what my parents do. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah. It's meant to be realistic.
Yeah. That's the point. They're meant to be like, like they're having like a shitty argument about something.
Yeah.
Where it's not about the argument. It's what the argument represents.
Exactly.
In their relationship.
Yeah. How their relationship just breaks down. Yeah. Looks like a beautifully crafted film.
Yeah.
It didn't go through mainstream cinemas though, did it?
No, it didn't. It just went to Netflix and limited release here.
Yeah. I was going to say, saw a couple of limited releases with it, and so it probably went down more the kind of the indie film, independent path. It's good.
Just a quick wrap up. I counted that as one of my top 3 films. What are your top 3 films of the year?
Oh, gee, that's a good question. I really like Knives Out, just because it's most fresh in the mind. I mean, some people, have their criticism about it because like certain story arc things, But I thought it was a fantastic film.
People had shit to say about it.
I was very surprised that they did because I thought it was fantastic.
Was it about some like Anna de Armas' immigrant something?
Oh,
they used like they're not using it. It's just like left wing, right wing politics inside the film.
Yeah, there was
But
a
they're
little
using
bit
it
of
to convey
discussion about
character.
it.
But
But
I'm
I
just
thought
like,
it was...
I'm just like, yeah, it's whatever. I guess outside the vacuum of the US political debates, then it's whatever.
Yeah, loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite. I went to go see that about 3 or 4 times. I mean, is it Tarantino's best film? I don't think anything
I wouldn't
can go
say
past.
by a long shot.
No,
Pulp Fiction.
you can't go past Pulp Fiction in mine. I can watch that about 20 times and I just would never get bored of it. It's just one of those films you always admire so many pieces of it. But yeah, no, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, great ending, really entertaining film, great soundtrack, really nice nostalgic piece, particularly if you've been to Los Angeles before, you can kind of appreciate it. And if you appreciate,
feels like an
Neil
old
Diamond and, those
Feels
kind
like
of
an old film,
late
doesn't
60s. It does. It feels like it wasn't made this year. It feels like it was made a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, a really good film.
Adds credit to it.
Yeah, exactly. Really good film. Can't think of a third one for the moment,
No.
not off the top of my head.
Did you watch Ford versus Ferrari?
No, I didn't actually.
I think that'd make my personal top 3
That's good.
in terms of my like the critical top 3. I wouldn't say it's top 3, maybe in the top 5. It was scraped in there. Parasite is one that I haven't watched yet, but I think will be up there in the best films of the year.
I think we're also missing Joker was fantastic.
Joker's fantastic.
Joker was very well done. I thought it was I thought it was going to be darker because the trailers were really dark. And I just thought maybe there were going to be times where they were going to make his portrayal a lot darker. But I was satisfied with the way that film went in a way. And Joaquin, good on him. He doesn't come out often and do roles, and
especially for a comic book character like this,
And have they confirmed that he's going to do a sequel or?
I've seen reports that they have, but I haven't seen an official statement from, say, the people behind Joker. So I've seen people and reports saying it's confirmed by WB, but I haven't seen WB actually confirming it themselves.
I'm just thinking of other films I've seen this year. Rocket Man was.
I didn't get around to seeing that.
Rocket Man was good.
It's good
because I like just good because I like Elton John's music, and Taron sung all the music himself. Some of the songs he sang really well, others decently. It seemed like a musical in a way, and it would just kind of drift away from reality a little bit, and I think that's the way they kind of intended it to be. There's some really nice little moments in the film. Your hair stood up sometimes, but in general, if you're talking about a biopic, I think Bohemian Rhapsody did it better.
Yeah. Well, there's I heard a lot of things said about Bohemian Rhapsody. It was a bit too PG.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that rating after watching it. Yeah.
It was a bit PG. That's what they said about it.
Yeah.
Didn't get fully into it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kind of scraped the surface.
Yeah, he was a pretty eccentric character.
But I mean, I think it's one of those things where you have to look back in about 15, 20 years' time and be like, was it a faithful and good adaptation or not? I'm not too sure because I didn't watch it. I'm not too sure. It was. Did you know that Avengers came out this year?
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Endgame.
It feels like it came out last year.
It did feel like it came out last year, and when I watched it, I was really impressed with it.
It was a good, satisfying ending.
It was a satisfying ending, and I quite enjoyed Captain Marvel as well. I thought Captain Marvel lived up to, having that little gap in between the films. It played its role, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty indifferent when it comes to Captain Marvel. I thought it was a good film. Pretty enjoyable, but nothing more than a stock standard comic book film. Yeah, in my opinion.
Agreed. And then The Irishman also came out this year, which...
I need to set out 3.5 hours of my day to watch that.
Yeah, I just watched it when I was cooking, cleaning, doing other tasks.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of had it in the background.
I felt like I need to sit down and watch that.
I was able to understand the characters. which I didn't
Based
think...
on real characters, right? Yeah.
Yeah, based on real characters.
Yeah. I have no idea about these real characters.
They apparently used a lot of...
It's about a hitman, former hitman.
Yeah, former hitman. They apparently used a lot of computer technology to make them look younger.
Look a lot younger, yeah.
And they needed to. I tell you, they needed to. There was...
Yeah. I got to space out a 3.5 hour time frame to sit down and watch it whilst not being interrupted. Yeah.
They made Al Pacino look very young.
Really?
Well, not very young, but they made him look probably the best of the three.
When's the last time an ensemble like this got together?
Yeah, it's
of like legendary actors.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci.
I think there was that time. There's that movie.
And Ray Romano too. Ray Romano.
Yeah. I think the last time it happened, it was a blockbuster movie. It's got Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, and a few other older actors that are kind of legacy actors.
Oh, so
I think they.
I thought you were about to say Batman there.
They do a heist or something.
Yeah. Michael Caine.
Yeah, Michael Caine.
But I think if you think
the same
about
character.
Yeah, very true. But I think if you think about like iconic gangster movie actors, like they are the big four, or the big three, should I say? The big three.
Pacino, De Niro,
and Pesci. God, they're the big three.
Who's the next big three of actors?
For gangster films?
Nah, who do you think after this, who's going to be thought of the next legendary generation?
I would definitely say Tom Hanks is one of the legendary actors because he's just been in so many so many, and he's won a lot of awards too.
So many things, and he's been great in
lots of versatility. Yeah. I don't personally like Tom Cruise as a person, so I struggle to say he's a legendary actor, but he's been in a lot of good stuff. Like
he's going to stand up by himself in terms of action.
I think
films,
so. Considering he does his own stunts, very true.
Dare I say, he might, if he keeps this up for another, I say half a decade to 8 years. So if he keeps it up for another 5 to 8 years, so that's about 3 or 4 films. He might surpass Jackie Chan in my eyes.
Yeah. If he can maintain it for long enough, because I think Jackie's just slowly plateaued.
He's doing he's trying to do character films now, Jackie Chan, because he can't actually do a lot of his own stunts. He does do a lot of his stunts. The Foreigner was very good, but you can tell that he was older.
In his face particularly. You can tell he's aged a lot. But Leonardo DiCaprio, he's been around for a while now. But then again, he was pretty young when Tom Hanks was, kind of just...
Jack Nicholson.
Definitely. But I would almost say he's last generation in a way. Because, the Chinatown, he was pretty young when he did that, and that was, in the... Was that in the 60s? Chinatown?
Same year as The Godfather.
Oh, it could have been 1972 then.
Yeah, 70s.
Very early 70s. But yeah, that's a long time ago, but he is definitely one of the greats. Yeah. No question. The Shining, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, list goes on.
I didn't watch that.
As good as it gets.
I read the book.
Yeah. Book's pretty good.
But anyway, let's leave it here.
Yeah, there's some good lists there. Otherwise, my brain's just going to...
My brain's starting to
thinking of all the good actors, Gosh, been some absolute brilliant ones.
Yeah, I didn't imagine this podcast going down this route.
Tell you what, Robert Downey Jr., I would be fascinated to see where he would sit in the future.
RDJ should be an all-time great.
Who?
RDJ.
RDJ.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Because
he should be an all-time great.
He had that period, but he redeemed himself.
I think when it comes to Iron Man, he'll come to be the symbol of what would define a genre.
Yeah.
The same way De Niro or Al Pacino define gangster movies.
And you think how well Iron Man did as a standalone character. I reckon I think that made the rest of those Marvel films all came together easily.
Yeah, I think when you look at it...
He made it.
I think there's something crazy. It's every time Robert Downey Jr. was in a Marvel film, the film would statistically make like at least 60% more money. Just because he's in it.
He plays such a good role. He's kind of
And I'm excited to
quintessentially
see what
himself.
he's gonna do next.
Yeah, Dr. Dolittle.
Dr. Dolittle. Yeah.
Doolittle. Just Doolittle. I think that's just called Doolittle, isn't
Yeah.
it? And Tom Holland's in it as well,
Tom
which I know a
Holland's
lot of fans are going to like.
Yeah, he's in a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, he
There's
is.
also this other one. He's with Will Smith in an animation.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that'll be cool.
I don't know what it is, but anyway, we got that.
And Will Smith's still going as well, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't say he's an all-time great, but he's still going, and he still looks just as young as he was, 20 years ago.
In my opinion, he's had Independence Day and
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince, and that was it.
Yeah. I think Robot was.
iRobot.
iRobot was a little bit,
I Am Legend. Yeah.
Yeah, I Am Legend. Yeah. Nah, he's Oh, and there was that one, 7 pounds or something.
7 pounds.
Yeah.
Concussion was okay.
Concussion was good,
It was
but
good,
yeah, he
but
hasn't
not great.
quite done enough big films,
Yeah.
So-
But anyway,
Yeah.
Well,
I was about to
yeah.
say there's that method actor, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
But I still don't consider him a great because he just hasn't been in enough. And yes, he explodes when he does, but gosh, he's just
Joaquin Phoenix. Yes.
Joaquin. You got to say if he does one more really good film like he did with Joker, I'd put him there
Yeah.
because people are a little bit divided
Would
on
you
Walk
say
the
ScarJo?
Line.
ScarJo.
ScarJo, yeah.
Kate Blanchett.
Kate
Kate Blanchett,
Blanchett.
definitely.
Kate Blanchett's been amazing. Oh, would you say that Meryl Streep is in the generation before, or is she in this generation? I feel like she might just be before.
Before.
Yeah.
She keeps popping up in things.
She does, doesn't she? She's
But
extraordinary.
I believe she's past her point of caring
definitely.
about roles.
Definitely. But she's one of the best female actresses of all time.
Yeah.
She really is incredible.
Well, she's been in so many things that have been
So
great.
many
She's been great in so many things.
So many things.
Judi Dench, yes, no.
Judi Dench, yeah.
Yeah, no. She
She's,
kind of plays herself mostly.
I probably haven't seen enough of her films to say that she's a great,
Yeah.
but it's not discarding her. She plays her role very well.
Yeah.
Plays her role very
What
well.
I'll do, when it comes to looking at what actors are in which films, today I'm going Ryan Gosling. ScarJo is also one. I go to see anything that she's in.
Yeah, I like watching. I like going to see Ryan Gosling.
I love Ryan Gosling. I think
He's fantastic.
I put him in my actor of the decade.
Anything with Steve Martin in it, I'm
Steve Martin,
massive on it. Love him as a personality. Really humble guy as well. He's really good.
Anyway, should we leave here because we're
I used to like seeing Adam Sandler stuff, but it's very, very hit and miss. But
very
yeah,
very risque now.
very risque now. You just don't know what he's going to do with either. Yeah, all those. Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah. I spent the last 4 minutes trying to wrap this up. But.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right, doggy boy.
All right.
Thank you, sir. It's been a lot of fun as always.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time, or you'll hear us next time.
Yeah.
But I'll see you next time.
Yeah.